Sometimes we need to zoom out. We need to zoom out from our lives and understand where we currently are. We need to take a bird's eye view of our current situation. It's important that we do this so we understand the progress that we've made so far and we get an understanding of our current situation. You know, it's easy for us to get so dialed in the moment, dialed into the work, dialed into busy work, trying to make our long-term goals happen in the next second, trying to make our long-term goals happen in the next hour, trying to make our long-term goals happen in the next day. But realistically, that's not going to be the case, is it? And when you have that mindset of trying to achieve everything in a day, trying to achieve everything in a week, that just stresses you out. That makes you anxious, that makes you overwhelmed, and that results to one thing called burnout. And burnout doesn't help anybody, you know. It's important that we appreciate the journey that we're on. It's important that we understand, where we are currently and identify our short-term goals, identify our progress that we made so far. We might not have achieved our main goal, but at least we're along the journey. We're further along the journey. That's why it's so important to have these short-term goals. Okay, maybe that is a beat a day. Maybe that is posting a YouTube video every day. Maybe that is hitting 500 subscribers. Maybe that is promoting your music every day without fail. Maybe those are your short-term goals. Long-term goals, become financially free from the music, or longer term, I should say, longer term goals, because, we all have bigger goals. We all have this vision of a life where we, want to live a great life, an overwhelming life filled with joy, right? But we have to kind of separate it from short term, longer term, and I think long term, like the main goal, the goal that you visualize every single day. But yeah, so it's important that we kind of take a step back and understand where we currently are and make the right movements, right? And adjust accordingly to make sure we keep on track with that. I was listening to a Gary Vee podcast, and he said microaggression, macro patience. Microaggression, macro patience. And that really resonated with me. I found that very powerful because, if we take this approach of microaggression, that ensures that we're always, still working, not being lazy, not slacking, and still on the path to achieving our goals. But then when we have macro patience, that gives us the awareness to calm down and relax, and to understand that good things take time, good things take patience, right? So we're understanding that, okay, in the long term, this might take a bit of time, this might take a while, but at least you're still seeing the progress with that microaggression matching to the short-term goals, right? We still have that microaggression there. We're still working, we're still grinding, but we're taking that pressure off of ourselves. We're lifting the weight up off our shoulders, right? We're lifting that weight up off our shoulders, and that allows us to enjoy the journey a lot more. That allows us to probably make better work, better art, be more creative, because we're not putting so much pressure on the art. You know what I mean? We're not putting so much pressure on ourselves where it's just stressing us out. That's what oftentimes, I used to do, and I, still managing it now, but just putting so much pressure on yourself to get everything today, to make everything happen today. And I know you're probably most likely ambitious yourself. You probably have that same mindset as well, putting all that pressure on yourself, right? Making yourself stressed out, making yourself, just overwhelmed. But it's important that we understand to take a step back and just just breathe for a second, breathe, and understand that you are making progress. If you look at your life 3 years ago, this is what I do with myself. I look at my life from 3 years ago and be like, wow, I have changed a lot. I have developed, and I have grown a lot along that period of time. I have completed short-term goals. I have, monetized my craft in a certain way. Might not be in the position that I expect, or might not be in the position that I want to be, desire to be at the current moment, but I have made progress. I have made quite a bit of progress. So we have to have this approach, and what that does is just fills you with element of gratitude and also motivates you even more, because you know that, okay, if you continue to put in the work, continue to be patient, eventually you'll continue to see more progress. You'll continually get better. You'll continually improve your lifestyle. So it's important that we take this approach and we understand that, Rome wasn't built in a day. We understand that good things do take time, and just take a step back from your life, take a step back from the work, and understand, cool, relax, right? Relax and continue to do the daily disciplines. But again, understand that it does take time. So hopefully you enjoyed that video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.